Why you laughing, man?
All
There's
right, go.
nothing funny about this matter right now. Just a quick one, man.
Recording?
You travel, yeah, you travel a long way to get the work done.
It's all part of the service, man. You know.
How'd you find today's session?
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I like that setup. That setup was real cool.
you challenge yourself.
Slick.
Yeah, I saw you hit PB as well.
Yeah, personal best. I've never lifted. What was that? I think I've done like a 110 or something like that. I never ever lift that heavy. Obviously, as you know, I'm not a lifter at all. You know, I do cardio stuff more on electric power stuff rather than manual. But one was it 110, 120? Personal best, man.
That's
So
nice. That's nice. After what? 15 attempts?
yeah, about that. About 15 to 17 attempts, and we finally got it. But
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
nice.
it's about the destination rather than the journey. Do you know what I mean? So
So let me ask you this: yeah, normally you like your skipping, running, and stuff like that.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
What's it like? When I invite you to come down and train alongside me. What's it like?
It's a little bit different, to be fair. So I usually train by myself. We used to train by myself. I never really trained with anybody. I'm a self-starter. I'm not someone that likes to be told what to do. You know, it's different, a different type of energy. Obviously, I probably never would have hit that personal best. I'm all about slow burn and working my way up to certain points. So it's a different experience. It's fun. I've had two trainers in my whole life. No, three, including my karate trainer. I've had three trainers, and you know, it's an interesting thing to kind of learn someone else's ways and you know keep up with their paces and stuff like that. So
Is it something that you're looking to continue?
depends. If it's with fitness lifestyle, definitely not. But nah, on a, nah. But it's something that I aim to continue doing. You know, I think the tricky thing is with any of us when we train, life gets in the way, whether it be through work, children, partners,
Yeah.
work, more work, travel.
Women.
I don't know what he's talking about, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that get in the way of being able to like train as much as you want to, but the idea is to try and do it as often as we can. Yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, yeah. So what's your long-term goal within the fitness life, in the fitness field?
So a long term, see, it's different. Yeah, when I was younger, it was always about the look, whereas now that I'm older, it's more about the feel. I don't train with this sense of I can lift everything or I can run forever and ever. Amen. My body has limits, and now I just focus on just having total fitness. So as long as I can run up the stairs quite comfortably, or I can, you know, walk for more than 10 minutes without getting out of breath, and I feel light and not heavy and like lethargic all the time, then I've completed the task. You know, it's not about having the six pack and the big guns. It's all about just being total fitness and lasting a long time. Yeah, that's the thing. What am I? I'm early 30s now. If I can get to 90s or something like that, and I'm still able to like move like fresh, then I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? It's not about six packs for me. Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. You know, pressure makes diamonds, and I think for me, adaptability is everything. You know, you can't ever do a sport and never be able to adapt. You know, football is about adapting to your opponent. Boxing, similar thing. Basketball, similar thing. You know, it's always about adjusting and you know going a different direction when needed. So that's what I do, man. We adapt, we perish.
Yeah, there's a few things out there. Obviously, you receive a few injuries before.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not too sure you captured that or did an interview on that. I'm not too
Yeah.
sure if you have done that or put it out there yet. But obviously, you had an accident. You were struggling at one point. How you feeling now? You know, they're saying to rehab or either
Yeah,
rehab
yeah.
or physio.
So I done both.
Yeah.
So it's a weird one. When I was younger, I used to get a lot of injuries, and the injuries would last for like a couple of weeks, and I'd be back, and I could still work through that process. But I think as I've got older, I've realized like my body doesn't work in that same way. So my most recent injury was the knee injury that I picked up, where I tore some ligaments and done some serious damage. It was meant to keep me out for 6 weeks. It kept me out for 6 months. I'd done the whole like rehab physio process with the NHS, and it wasn't the greatest experience. I feel like it was very slow. I didn't progress through it quick enough. I mean, obviously, rehab is something that it takes its time. It's a process, but I didn't really feel I was getting much out of it. I came down, trained with Fitness Lifestyle. We done a lot of stuff in Stratford Gym for maybe like a month or so. After a month, I was able to squat. I was able to move around. I was able to run. Yeah, I was able to move a lot more freely, fluidly than when I was doing the physio. And I feel like the process was a lot quicker because we kind of had a certain level of intensity that we was trying to hit, and we kind of got to that point. So yeah, so it's coming back from injury at this point in my sporting career or sporting life, shall I say. It's a lot harder than what it was when I was a fresh young whippersnapper.
It's a process, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to stay in the gym. You have to stay in the gym.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a coach. Don't ever think you're big enough to not have a coach.
Yeah.
You all need some form of guidance. I mean, even a financial coach, life coach, fitness coach, any type of coach. Or we all need coaching somewhere. Do you know what I mean? We all need guidance. So I appreciate you taking time out.
A coach is important to every aspect of it. You know, everyday school, you always learn from someone else. So I feel like when I train by myself, I know what I know, but then I train with someone else, I learn something from them, and I just add that in and make a process that works for me, sort of thing. Not everything that a coach is going to teach me is going to carry me where I need to go, but it's just a mix and blend of my stuff and their stuff and other stuff I picked up along the way that makes a difference.